Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm in a different setting today. Yeah, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna be going through my TBR, for the rest of the year. I know for a fact what I want to start reading next year. The first book I'm gonna read is Anna Karenina, and that beast is almost 1,000 pages. So, I'm kind of nervous, and I want to keep the rest of my reads mostly pretty light, and I am almost finished with, one of my current reads. So, I'm reading Crime and Punishment, and Salem's Lot. I'm almost done with Salem's Lot, but that's because I've had more opportunities to read Salem's Lot, because I read that at night, and, like, I tried to read Crime and Punishment at night. It was not working. It was not clocking. So, if I'm like traveling or like just doing stuff during the day or at like, school or work, I'll read Crime and Punishment there. But like if I'm just in my room chilling, I'll read Salem's Lot. But yeah, I'm almost done with Salem's Lot. Like there's literally like only 100 or so more pages. I want to finish this before Halloween. I don't know if I can, but I want to try, and I'm loving it so far. So yeah, but anyways, for the most part, I want to try to keep my reads light, because Anna Karenina, I don't know, just the sheer amount of pages is making it seem more daunting than it probably is. So yeah, alright, let me get right into it. So my next read, which I know I'm gonna pick up in anticipation of the movie, I have The Running Man. Ooh, this lighting is terrible. I have The Running Man by Stephen King. If you can see, yeah, this lighting's terrible. I apologize greatly. Yeah, so we have The Running Man. So basically, what this book is about, I don't know much about it. It's like the basic plot where this man is like on the run. It's a reality show, and this man is like on the run, and people are trying to kill him. So he has to see how long he can survive while avoiding being killed, pretty much. And yeah, so looking forward to this. Again, I'm reading this for the upcoming movie, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like breeze through it. Hopefully this is like a long walk where I like was like dying to finish this. But yeah, it's another Bachman book. Which if you don't know, Stephen King used a pseudonym Richard Bachman to publish more books. And they're usually like a lot darker and brooding and dystopian. And I don't like dystopians, but I love the long walk, so I have high hopes for this. And that's not the only King read I have. Actually, most of these are King. Yeah, so next up, I have the Colorado Kid. This is a very, very, very short book. It's less than 200 pages, and I thought, okay, why not, knock this out, like, pretty fast. It is, like, people talking about a murder, but the murder doesn't get solved, so I'm a little bit nervous about that, because I know for a fact it's gonna piss me off, even though I'm going into the book knowing that it's just people talking about a murder, but I don't know. It could be interesting. We'll see. Yeah, it's really short, and like I have faith in Stephen King. I like Joyland a lot. His other hard case crime book that I've read. I haven't read later yet, but yeah. So this, let's finish it off with the King. So I'm pretty nervous about this one, and the only reason why I'm reading it so soon is because I got it at like a free little library, and I kind of should return it soon. In this book, it's kind of like 800 pages. So, even though I said keeping things light, I picked this up because I think there might be a good chance I'm gonna DNF it just based on what people say. It's the Tommyknockers. So I heard mixed things, and I wouldn't have picked this up if it wasn't in the library. It's about aliens, which is like not my vibe at all, but I'm gonna give it a try. So that's why I'm gonna try to read it. Yeah, but this thing is a behemoth. Oh, it's not 800 pages. It's like 744 pages. But yeah, this book is falling apart. Like, it's pretty bad. But I haven't heard good things about this book. Stephen King himself said this was his least favorite book. So I'm kind of nervous, but hopefully I end up loving this book. And if it's too weird, then oh well. It's not a moral failing if I DNF this book. So, yeah. Okay. that's enough of my Stephen King stuff. So my last two books, I know I said I was keeping things light, and then I'm picking up this behemoth. This one is less in number of pages, but it is a classic. A Picture of Dorian Gray. See, this was gonna be my up next book after I finished Salem's Lot, but then I remembered, oh yeah, the Running Man movie's coming out. I should probably get the book. So that's what I did. Yeah. So this book was my mom's. Actually, yeah. No, and this book too was my dad's, and so was Salem's Lot. But this was my mom's. So I had it, and it looked interesting. It's supposed to be horror, and I love Dracula, so I know this isn't a vampire story, but like I don't know. I want to get into more horror classics, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. The font size is a little small though, which really bothered me because Dracula had the same thing, so that's like, but no, I'm excited for this. I have good hopes. It's pretty short. Is it less than 300 pages? It might be like yeah, it's literally like 302 pages, so it's not that long. Yeah. If I'm looking for a thought-provoking, whatever, this is gonna be like my most thought-provoking one before I oh, it's probably not gonna be that bad. If you've read Anna Karenina, let me know. Is it like daunting, or am I just like overthinking it because it's so long? I don't know. Okay. In this last book, so this book, I read another book by this author before, and I loved it. I finished it in a day. But that book was like less than 200 pages. This book is like 300-ish pages. But I love the last book. It's one of my favorite like subgenres. And that is this Japanese murder mystery book. This is The Village of Eight Graves by Seishi Yokomizo. Every Japanese murder mystery book I've read so far, I've loved. And I was so excited when I saw this, because like I tried to find books by, I don't know. I'm just really excited about this because I loved his last book that I read, which was the Honjin murders. I ate that up. So out of the two, they had three there. One of them was the Honjin murders. This was at Barnes and Noble. So I wanted to get another one because I thought the premise was more interesting, but this one was cheaper. So I got this one, but it's okay. I'm still looking forward to it. And yeah, no, if you guys like murder mysteries, read Japanese murder mysteries. They're formatted very differently. Like, they're formatted in scenes and stuff. The two that I've read, Tokyo Zodiac Murders, I highly recommend Tokyo Zodiac Murders. Highly recommend. And the Honjin murders, oh my god, you guys gotta read them if you love murder mysteries. They're so good. Tokyo Zodiac Murders had me gagged. Okay. Yeah, so that's my TBR. I don't know if I'm gonna finish all these like in time for the end of the year. I think if I was gonna put them in priority, again, I'm reading Crime and Punishment throughout this. So like if I finish Crime and Punishment, yay. I'm gonna try reading Picture of Dorian Gray at night, like I did with Dracula. But if that doesn't work, this just might replace Crime and Punishment as my like school daytime read when I still have the brain power to like process what I'm reading. But it might not be as bad. Not bad, but it might be easier to understand than Crime and Punishment. So yeah, but I might. Anyways, I'm gonna rank these in priority. What I mean, so obviously Salem's Lot. I'm gonna finish Salem's Lot. And by priority, I mean like the order I'm gonna read them. I don't think if that wasn't clear. Well, this cowlick is bad. So then, oh, it's upside down. And then the Running Man kit again. In anticipation for the movie, me and my dad are gonna do like a little. We're gonna read the Running Man before the movie. He's gonna reread it. I'm gonna read it for the first time. So, looking forward to that. Yeah, this is like 400 pages, which is a little longer than I would like, but I don't. But like I know I need to read longer books at some point, and I would rather read a long book of an author I like than suffer through the Odyssey. So yeah. Then I I don't want to be too much Stephen King, but like the Colorado Kid is so short. I might as well just see if I can knock this out in like a few days, because I'm pretty sure this is exactly the same amount of pages as the Honji murders, and I finished that basically in like 3 sittings in like the span of a day. So I want to see if I can do that with this. Yeah. Then I should probably read the Tommyknockers, because again, this is a free little library book. But I'm gonna read the picture of Dorian Gray, because I know I'm gonna keep putting it off because it's a classic. So I'm gonna be like, oh, it's a classic. It's a classic, guys. I'm so scared. No, I need to man up and just read the picture of Dorian Gray. So that's gonna be next. And with reluctance, I'm going to attempt the Tommyknockers. Hopefully, it's not as bad as people say. Hopefully. I don't know how I'm going to read this, because usually I keep books like on my bed, but if this falls, it's game over because it's falling apart. So, yeah. And then, Village of 8 Graves. I feel like what's going to happen is, by the end of the year, assuming the Tommyknockers is going well, I'm probably going to be reading the Tommyknockers. And then I'm going to start, Anna Karenina is going to be like my out and about read, and this is going to be my first nighttime read. I think that's how it's going to work. That's what I'm assuming, based on like myself and what I know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading most of these Tommyknockers. But yeah, I will probably make like a short letting you know my thoughts on Salem's Lot. But again, love it so far. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. I need to read more vampire books. I've only read this on Dracula, but I need to read more. So I have Carmilla on my TBR. Don't worry, I'm going to read that at some point. But yeah, this was like pretty low key, laid back video, and ooh, that's disgusting. My hair. But my hair, I don't know what I want it to do. But yeah, again, I'm sorry for the bad lighting and bad quality, but like, my lighting also isn't usually this good, so I think I'm just like, yeah. If the audio quality is bad, I also apologize for that. Anyways, thank you for choosing this video out of all the other videos on here. So, yeah. Thank you.